here with Trudi Whipple for Panhandle Power Wash, and we got a very special guest on tonight. She's shaking her head.
Alana Martinez.
Alana Martinez. It's from Dab Marketing. This is going to be a good one tonight. We had to back up and punt a little bit today because we had a cancellation, but it's not to have people in your corner that you can call and on them and say, hey, you're on tonight, and they say, let's do it. So we're going to talk about probably a little marketing. We're going to talk about the Panhandle event that's coming up in November, getting ready for that to kick off and get ready to put it out there and get everybody know what's going on about it and everything. But we're going to let our guest speak for a little bit and tell us a little bit about herself, how she got into the position where she's at now, and just let her take the floor. Alana, it's yours, hon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anthony. Well, as you can see, my name's Alana. I'm from Dab Marketing, and a little bit about us is we started off with making T-shirts for the pressure washing industry. I got to a point and I was sick and tired of hearing people, they had to pay for minimum orders, they had to have some design fees, they had to jump through all these crazy hoops just to get a simple shirt design so they could run their business effectively and have that marketing that they needed. And I sat down and put my head together and I said, what can I do? What can I do? Figured it out, and Dab Marketing was created. And then from there, we've slowly been transitioning and realizing, hey, we can do more than just T-shirts. We can help people. We know how to market. We love people. Let's get to know them more. Let's go out there and see how we can help our fellow pressure washers in this industry do things on the business end that they don't have time for because they're out there busy washing.
Perfect. We got 3 people right now. Well, since we got 5, we got Jerry, Christina, and Chris. Hey guys. So Alana actually does our, is it SEO? Is that what we're calling it for Classic Touch? Is that the technical word? Or?
I do your Facebook management, your Google management, and as well as your email marketing.
Okay. So I didn't know if there was a, little letters together for that. I'm not technical at all. Like I freak out when I have to. I don't even know how to use a TV. Shane's got so much stuff. He's got Bluetooth to the fridge, to the stove, and I'm like at home, and the AC unit, and I'm at home like everything's just electronic, and I'm like, why can't I just hit button? On off. It should be that easy. Why you have everything on the phone? So we're glad you're with us at Classic Touch, and it has improved immensely because until just I think 2 years ago, Shane and I was doing everything ourselves, and just got so overwhelming because we were so busy, and we opened Panhandle, and we had to find somebody to help us. So we did, and our numbers are going up, and with your help, and now I've been at home. I've been doing like the local, next door and all the stuff that I join up for. But we have seen a huge difference with you helping us with the Facebook ads and the emails and everything. So.
That's so awesome. As I told y'all when I sat down with you on day one, I'm here to help, and that's it. I just want to help out, and I want to see whatever works best for you and how I can help make it better.
Awesome. Well,
she picked up my Facebook ad page and stuff, and I got my first house hit on it yesterday. One of my comments, hey, I seen your cool little ad on Facebook, and I thought, yes, finally got one.
That's awesome.
Work, man. So if anybody's thinking about letting somebody do this for you, don't think it's just going to be an overnight thing that, that she's going to get on here and she's going to twinkle her nose or wiggle her ears and boom, you're going to have 50 customers calling your phone the next day. It takes a minute. I mean, we've been doing this probably 3 weeks now, maybe.
Yeah, we're actually about to be up on a month. Yep.
And everything, and like she said, she's there to help. I mean, any questions I have, anything I need to change, I want to change or put to her, anything, I'll call her, text her, whatever, and she's right there. I mean, customer service is spot on. Of course, we've had a good mentor in customer service, which is Trudi.
Of course.
She's just a ray of sunshine.
So we got this guy named Jared Swan saying, ooh, I know that lady. She's pretty. I'm not sure if it's me or you, but I think it's you.
I mean, you are my. I mean, it could be. I don't know.
I think it's you, but it didn't specify, so it could have been either one or both. Whatever.
Oh, both.
Or both. So anyway, so tonight I know we're talking about Facebook ads and a little bit of marketing, and we have made. I know November's event was successful. Everybody was happy. All the suppliers that came in was just amazed at the foot traffic. They got to get, one-on-one FaceTime with the contractors that use their product. And that's important to get the know-how and everything. So we are doing a little bit of changing for this coming year, but it's going to be an improvement. We're not changing the layout. We're still doing the circuit training.
Yep.
It's going to be a little bit longer time. So instead of 6 of them, we're going to do 5. And then we're going to do more time for the demonstrations outside. We've got an area blocked off for that. We're doing more digital. So we're trying to do, instead of the red tickets, we're going to try and do that digital. We're working on that.
As much as I love them writing in those books, we got to figure something else out this year.
So we're going to try working on that. So we're Alana's helping me on that. She's got the website up. So the website's on that little scrolling banner thingy up there. It's live. We are still putting more information. So every time we get a trainer or a speaker or any information, we're going to upload it onto that website. Right, Alana?
Yep. Immediately, you'll get the updates. That's why it's important at the bottom of the website, you'll see a subscribe area. Also, when you register, subscribe to any updates that come out for the event. And just like Trudi said, any speakers, you name it, any changes, you're going to be the first to know. And there's also some great knowledge and tips on there as well, too.
Because I think the only thing that I was stressed out and nervous about is when we did have a speaker that had to back out for family, and it was a 3-hour, and then we were trying to push it and everything got moved around, and we weren't able to notify anybody at that point. So except for me running around like an idiot, hey, you gotta go here, you gotta go here. So
we did what we could at the moment. We made it work.
So this time
It all come together in the end, and it was wonderful.
1 second. I told my son to give my dog medicine, and he's in here.
Oh, no.
I gotta go. Come on.
But poor baby.
But, that's good. I mean, I like the stuff that you do for us, for my company and everything. I mean, I'll push you. I know if I hear anybody needing it, I'll send them your way for sure. The content's good and everything.
I really appreciate that. I try my best to tailor it around you. My voice is not yours, so I try my best to take what I would think would be Anthony and put it down on paper and be like, I'm that Southern gentleman, and I'm out there with my knowledge base, and I channel my inner Anthony when I'm posting. At the end of the day, my job is to make your business shine and also to make Trudi's business shine. Everyone's different. Everyone has their own voice.
So when somebody asked me who I knew that could do Facebook ads, and I told them Alana is doing this. He goes, well, I'm small, I'm part-time, this is my budget. And I said, just talk to her. She will work this around your budget and around you of what you're doing. You're not going to run ads every day if you're just working 1 day a week, on Saturday or Sunday or whatever. So I told him that. He called you and he thanked me for that. Lady goes, oh my gosh, this is awesome. She listened to what I had to say and she worked it for me. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I know who you're talking about there. He is absolutely wonderful. It was a pleasure to work with him. And you know what? He had some concerns, and I totally get it. And again, I'm just here to help. And if helping is listening to make sure you feel heard and that we do the best job for you after that, then that's what I'm here for.
So we've got a couple more people. Barry Little's here, and we got Christina, Steve Olson, Mike Cragnelly, I just butchered that one up, and Shannon Rose is here. So hey guys, welcome. So we did hit on the event, and I've been doing a lot of posts about properties being damaged. The paint issue that's been going on since 2005. I've tracked it back to 2005 when this segment was manufactured. And the injuries and the deaths that we had, I know of at least 4 work-related deaths last year. One was very close to me. He was local. His son played with my grandson. They were the same age, and I knew his whole family. And he got out of his truck when there was a down power line and got electrocuted. And he had 2 brand new babies just closed on his house, and it was devastating. And just to take a minute before you do anything to think, just think about yourself. I know one of the Christmas light guys fell off the roof. He passed away. And 2 of them, they were murdered at their truck because of an overspray incident, which is crazy, but it happened. And we just need to make sure that we're cautious, we're careful, and we look around at our surroundings and just be safe and care about not only yourself, but the other people's property. This overspray thing, they got overspray on a car. I mean, do you think about that when you're out washing? You're like, oh, I hit that car. Do you rinse it? I know I did because I care. And I'm not saying they didn't care. They might not have noticed, but it's something you have to look around and make sure. So the event, what I'm getting to is events like mine and other ones that have, safety and, education and all that. That's not only going to help you, with yourself and your customers, it's going to help the industry together. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and people like, oh, whatever, that's not okay. You can be negative, but it can happen to anybody. Nobody's immune to bad crap happening. So it's important to me about, my son fell off a roof, broke his back. I had to get my whole neck replaced, not from an injury, just using it for years. So, there's things looking back that I could have done different to avoid this. But all I was there is gung ho, got to get this job done. I've got another one, in 30 minutes. I got to finish and go and get in the truck. And, money's great, but your life and your health is
worth a lot more.
Worth a lot more than taking it, slowing it down just a little bit, to make sure everything's secure on your truck, secure on your trailer, making sure that you're not going to fall, your ladder's not going to fall, or you're not going to fall off the ladder. Get those hooks, take care of you. And it kills me when I see posts and something, and I'm just cringing, going, I want to say something, but I don't. I just make a post about it. I see it, I make a post. It doesn't point fingers at anybody, because I don't want to point fingers at somebody. If I see a post, if I see Anthony doing something dumb, I'm not going to put it on Facebook and make him look like a fool. I know him personally, so I will text him and say, dude, what are you doing? That's what I would do. But if I didn't know them, I would take that scenario and make another post and kind of bring their attention to it, without calling them out. So, I mean, it should.
There is a setting on your phone called private messaging.
Yes. I'll call you and say.
I mean, you can call me anytime.
I know.
I'll take that beating.
I call you a 5-letter name, and it's idiot if you're doing something dumb.
But yeah, I mean, had that happen here a while back, did something, put it on Facebook, and a couple of people had a fit about it and went public with it instead of, calling, getting all the facts straight before you go into something. And it, had to talk, and got hung up on, needless to say. But anyway, just watch. I mean, you can really tear somebody down with your words. I mean, me, I didn't really think nothing about it, but I just took it the wrong way. That's
and
just
they're not on the job site with you. Like I did that post when we did the outdoor seating area at a restaurant, and the people were just knocking me down. The people up north, because they didn't realize it was an outdoor area. Where me, you, and Tracy and Shane went to eat before the event. That's an outdoor seating area. It's open, the whole floor. It's like a carport under the house. And we were cleaning that, and people just slamming me. And I'm like, you don't know you're not there. or, the industry paint issue thing, and I post a picture of it. It's like, oh, well, they just burnt that. They use fire. They use a hot mix. I'm like, that is not it. I mean, it can do it, but usually it doesn't turn it neon green. It just lightens it up. So, there's been a lot of posts about, people being negative on the group. We're all learning. I'm still learning. I know you're still learning. And there's people that just want to get out of corporate and they just want to have their life so they can have more time with their family and be an independent business owner so that they can spend more time with their family. So they want to do something like this to make money and be able to schedule around their kids' games or graduations or whatever, any private time. So, give them a break, just give them a hand up, not a push down. I think that with any industry, just help each other.
Exactly. Some people, it's far easier to see the glass half empty than it is half full. See it full, man. Fill that cup up.
Yep. Yep, you can get more from that than you can an empty cup. You can share a full cup. So let's talk about Facebook ads. I know a lot of people have questions about Facebook ads and that kind of stuff. So what's an important thing to do? You don't want, is that at everyone every time you post a good thing to do?
At everyone is not necessarily my favorite thing. And let me tell you why. It's a great feature. It can help you out when you have something super important that you want to highlight. But if you're consistently doing it on every single post, it's going to annoy people. It's going to get to a point where they either don't care, they just not unfollow you, they just don't want to watch your stuff anymore, and then the Facebook feeds just stop sending them your way. Yeah. So, is it a great feature? Yes. Can it be overused? Certainly.
So how often should you run them? I mean, I know you do. I get what?
The at everyone?
10 a week? How many you put out for Southern Surface Cleaning a week?
Oh, ads?
Yeah.
On ads, we are currently running a special just for you. We're not currently running any ads, but we definitely can bust into some ads. But right now for Classic Touch, I'm currently running 2 ads. We ran one just in a specific area because we noticed that it was falling off a little bit in that area. And we said, hey, you know what, let's run an ad here. Let's make sure we hit our demographic. Let's test it out. And let's see. It took off faster than I was ever ready for, and then I was constantly, Trudi can tell you, I'm texting her, is it really working? Are they really calling? Please tell me it's working. I'm internally freaking out because I don't want to spend someone's money if it's not going to go anywhere. Right. I want to make sure the money we're spending is going to get you what you're asking for.
And if you're working with somebody like Alana, and Alana tells me, hey, we're going to hit this area, and then you know what I'm doing? I'm getting the every door direct mail. I'm sending it to the same area, so they're getting it on the computer and in their mailbox, and they can see it, and it's working. It's working. Ma'am. So if you work together with the person, like a line marketing person, it works better. It's not like, okay, she's got it, forget it, I'm done. I got, she's handled. She doesn't because she doesn't live here. She can't see what's happening, and when our busy times are, and when we're a tourist place here, so we have and we don't want to do that and send postcards when their houses are full of renters. They're not going to do anything. We want it to be done when the homeowner's there and they can see and they can get the information out.
Exactly.
So you can pinpoint like a certain area in that city or town that you want to hit.
Yep. I can go in on the backside. I can hit a certain area. We can pick down to the age range, the male or female demographic. If you feel that one's a little stronger than the other, we can go down to the details of, do they work in real estate? Are they a property manager? Do they have an income level that reaches a certain percentage range in this area that we want to tackle? We give it all. There's key phrases, interests, behaviors, things that we've learned over time that are what the pressure washing industry uses to captivate their audience in order to get those ads running for them.
That's just crazy.
So
I mean, I'm on Facebook all day long, and I still don't know how that works.
it's been fun. You know, in the years of, I did admin administration for many, many years in real estate, and it was kind of something that was thrown on my plate. And I'm guilty. I was the person back in the day that let Facebook run it for me. I said, cool, here's my money, take it. And then next thing you know, my ad's in Nebraska. And I'm like, I'm not selling homes in Nebraska? And so I've had to learn over the years and make adjustments, sit there, YouTube, research, watch people, and just learn. And now I've adapted that to work directly for the pressure washing industry, and it's been phenomenal so far.
And the good thing is you know the industry also.
I know it, but I'm learning a lot every day. There's so much to learn, 'cause I'm not on the field.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I know you're handsome. Our husband, we share him a little bit. So, anyway, he pressure washed before, so he can he knows the industry as well. And I know you've learned fast, and you do learn fast. Like, you blow my mind away. You're like, oh, it's this, and I'm like, oh, it took me like a month to learn that crap. Well, thanks. Now I feel dumb. Just put me out in the field with a wand in my hand, and I'm good.
Oh, girl, you teach me stuff every single day in this industry. I see your post out there. I see you sharing that knowledge, and it's wonderful.
Well, thank you. I mean, I've been on the couch, so there's nothing else I can do. Those that can't
that braid of yours, girl.
Those that can't do teach, right? So
Yeah. You'll be back.
I will. We got Hunter Bradley said, "Hey, Trudi and Anthony." Hey, Hunter, and then. Christina said the event was amazing, so thank you guys. Yeah, I was so, I don't know if I was so stressed out that when the stress went away, my neck broke. I don't know if that was it, but no, I was actually not stressed out. We started same time this year, and just it went with the flow. It was amazing, and Alana did an amazing thing with helping with the registration, which is also going to be improved this year. So. The education and networking and the hands-on visual stuff is not going to change. What's going to change is we've got a website. The registration is going to be better. Hopefully we're going to get a digital thing to put the tickets in, so nobody's got to walk around with a mile worth of red tickets. And yep. I told Logan that, and he's like, "Oh, thank God."
I felt so bad last year. Every time I walk by, he's just. Oh, the tickets. You just throwing the tickets in.
We even had people counting tickets.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a second register. We're going to have a second register. We are going to close down the warehouse that time, so we don't have, I'm not on the phone dealing with that while, we're doing other things. So.
All hands on deck, baby.
Yes.
We ain't arguing.
Nope.
Not one bit, are we?
No.
Shut it down.
Let it flow. So, for anybody that went to the event, if you guys want to send a testimonial, we're going to be adding that into the website. Any of the suppliers that were there, please, if you have anything to say, just let us know. Just send it to us, and we'll get it on the website. And if there's any, we haven't scheduled any classes or speakers yet. Well, a couple. I mean, I'm always the one out there. We're doing the paint issue, so it'll be me. Jeremiah Jarrell wants to come back and do the plant and property protection, which works well with me. It's pretty much plant property protection. If there's something you guys want to see or hear, I can't guarantee it, but I will look and see if we can get somebody to speak or train on that topic. So please reach out to me, send me a PM or DM or whatever you want to call it. I always call it a PM, but people call it DM. So just send me a message. How about that? That's it. Send me a message, and we'll see what we can do to help you.
You could send either one. Just send either one of us a message. I mean, it don't matter.
Yeah, it'll all come back to me.
Us three win this together along with Jared. So he's not on here. He can't.
I know.
He's over there. He's over there. He's got his own thing now. I don't even know that guy anymore.
Well, he knows one of us.
Right.
So, yeah, my husband's out of town. He's been out of town all week, and I've been in the house organizing and cleaning. And
if you wanted a house to clean, you could come up here and you could clean mine.
But you just have to leave me alone and don't talk to me or call me or nothing. I get stuff done.
I called you this week twice.
Well, I know. That's what I said. You interrupted.
Oh, you said I didn't call you enough?
No, I was saying when Shane's here, he interrupts me all day and I can't do anything. When he's gone, it's perfect. And I work and then you interrupt me. I mean, gosh.
It's better. Never mind. I ain't going to say that.
There's just no winning, Anthony. Don't even try.
Well, I was going to say it's better than catching her in the bathtub. But
That hasn't happened about 8 times.
we're going to change subject.
Well, we have to clarify first. So every once in a while, I enjoy a bath. I have a shower, but I enjoy a bath. And I swear, every time I'd be just soaking in there, got my music playing, got the candle lit, got my glass of champagne. I'm just laying there soaking, and my phone would go, woo.
Okay. Well, hold on. Time out. Who's in the tub at 11 o'clock in the evening time, right before lunch, when somebody's supposed to be at work?
She's a workaholic. It's the only time she's got.
I need a minute. No, that was getting me in the shower. That was not getting me in the bathtub. And all of a sudden, my phone would beep, and it's like, Anthony Freeman, FaceTime. I'm like, oh, hell no. No. And I'm like, do you have a camera in my house? Like, every time I'm either getting in the shower or in the rare time I want to relax and my music's going, I'm listening to Sade, I'm just cool. And then all of a sudden, Siri's telling me Anthony Freeman wants to FaceTime me. I'm like, no. No, sir. I don't even let my husband in the bathroom when I'm doing the Sade and the candle and the wine. There's no husband, no dogs. It's just, I need it. Me time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he always, I don't know how. I don't know how.
You should never tell.
You brought it up. You brought it up.
But anyway, back to the event.
Yes, this back to the event.
I'm going to show you how to install spy cameras.
Okay, great. Now I'm going to have to get somebody over there to look around.
Oh my
But
cheeks.
yeah,
I know. I love doing this live because it's just like we're just hanging around the bar with a beer, just chatting, and it's educational. We tell people what's going on, and we talk, but we make it fun. It's fun. It's not all business. We're like a mullet, party up in the
She's
back.
got a hot tub too, buddy.
I do have a hot tub.
Yeah, Keith Perkins said get a hot tub. Highly recommended. And I said she got a hot tub.
I do have a hot tub. What are we talking about? What's going on? Why are we talking about hot tub? Somebody say something.
Oh no, Keith is just highly recommending one.
Oh, okay. Oh no, there was a bunch of messages. Mine's okay. Get a hot tub. Okay, yeah. I have one. Oh, look, Raj is in the house. Hey, Raj. Raj needs to write me a testimonial for the website about the event.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Marty Howard said too much information. Anthony.
So we ain't worried about Marty. But anyway, who's on the list to have booths set up? How many? What have you got so far?
We just got the website done. We're still waiting on the contract to come back. I don't know why it hasn't came back. I don't know if they're waiting on the catering. We're working on something with that. But I just want to make sure that I have that contract signed before I go and ask people, because if the dates change, I don't want all that stuff going on. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much set, the date, 5th and 6th, right?
Yeah, we're set for the 5th and 6th. We don't want to set in stone just yet or permanent marker because we
Right.
just haven't made that paper wet yet. We're working on it.
And then we're also working on maybe getting some more in-depth classes or some paid classes the night before the event, which the paid will have nothing to do with me. It's just, this is an opportunity for contractors who are coming into the event, if they want to learn a more in-depth training, that they have that option too, but it is not part of the Panhandle. That we may have some more in-depth free classes that are Panhandle related, but we're still working on that. We're getting all that stuff done, and we'll make it happen. It's gonna go. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be an awesome time.
Awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
It's always awesome. We got the winning team. Look at us.
It is, but the thing is, we make it better year after year.
Yeah,
You've had the feedbacks. We learned from things that we did, and no one's perfect, but that's what makes this show awesome. It's a community of people willing to come together and make it as great as they can make it.
And who makes it great are the contractors that show up, and the contractors that volunteer to spend money on an airplane ticket, to spend money at a condo, to spend money on a rental car, to donate their time to help train other contractors. You know, this event is pretty much contractors teaching contractors, and the thing is, we don't want the newer guys to have to go and learn the mistakes the way we did. Because when I I had a MySpace. I don't even think
I think that's too old for some of these people here.
So there was no Facebook, there was none of that.
Like a payphone.
Yeah. I still had a beeper on. I had a pager. No, I'm kidding, I didn't. I did have a flip phone though, just saying. But there's a lot of stuff that we made mistakes on and learned from, that we can now educate the newer contractors so they don't have to make that mistake, and they don't have to spend money replacing or repairing something, because we've already done it.
Right.
We've already been through the chemicals. We've been through the oh crap, that was $1,000 vase I just knocked down the stairs. That kind of stuff that they don't know, they haven't been through yet, but they could live through us because we have.
Exactly, and that right there is what I love, because you can get that in the class, but you could also get that in the networking. Mm-hmm. You're going to hear stories, you're going to hear the uh-ohs, the hey, this one time at band camp kind of scenarios where you never thought you were going to hear. But you get to hear it live, you get to make that friend, you get to make that connection, and you also get to talk with your the vendors. Spot on. They're there in your face, ready to talk to you, answer your questions. I don't know many shows where they're willing to talk to you. They're usually too busy, or they don't have the time. Here they're going, bring it on. I'm ready. Feed it to me.
Yep.
Yeah, Raj, I spoke to him after the event, and he said that the foot traffic and just getting face-to-face with the contractors was amazing at the event. Everybody wanted to talk and learn and listen, and I like that. I don't want this event to get massive where you don't have that intimate connection with the suppliers and each other. And I like the fact that schedule it that you can go to every class or every speaker. You don't have to pick or choose. And if you don't want to go to that class or that speaker, then you can come back into the showroom and network and talk to the suppliers.
And buy stuff.
Yes. Help us pay the bill.
Come see us at the Panhandle table. We're open all night long.
Anthony's over there wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, so that's why I think this event is different from the others. We make it intimate. We make it a family. I consider the industry a family to me. It's done a lot for my family and over the years, and we worked hard to get what we have, but the industry's been good to us. And we just want to give back, and hopefully, 10 years down the road, I can see this 19-year-old kid that we talked to and we networked with and we mentored, and see him, going down the road with a new truck with a big ass boat on the back. I want to see that for them. I want them to get where they can make time to have fun and enjoy life, because life's too short. You never know what's going to happen. But, we just need to give back. And Raj said it was amazing and had great traffic. So that's what it's for, just to learn from each other and grow from each other. And that's what my heart and my mind wanted for the event. And it actually worked out. We had some slip-ups, we had some issues, but we kept going, and we still made it a successful event because of the people that showed up and helped us.
But the thing about it is, you're going to have them hiccups. That's growing pains is what we're going to call them. Them growing pains for us. And what you got a team behind you that supports you and everything. And what makes this event, like you said, is the contractors that support Panhandle. They call every day. They order their stuff from you and all this stuff, and it goes all over. I know there was people from Israel. I think there was a group of guys from Israel there last year, and they was trying to figure out how they's going to get this stuff home and everything. So we're going to say, you go worldwide with something, and it's gonna. I believe there's gonna be a time in a year where you're gonna have to find a bigger place.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to fight them battles when we get there.
Yeah, we will. And what I wanted to do more than after the show, what I wanted to do that I missed out on was I was so busy because we didn't have the website texting people with the changes, and I was running around. I didn't get to have time to talk to these people. They kept trying to stop me, and I'm like, I gotta go, I gotta change the class, I gotta do this. And that, my biggest regret was I didn't slow myself down. I didn't take time. I mean, they knew I was busy, but this year it's going to be smoother. We're going to have the technology, so I don't have to run around. And I want to get to know these contractors more than I have. I love the social, but you can only talk to so many people, social. But no, I mean, that was my biggest regret of the whole show, is I didn't get to have that quality time with the people that showed up.
You take your time with your people, and the other three of us will handle the rest of it.
Okay.
We got you covered. See, that's where we come in this year. That's why we built the website. You said we got some stuff we're working on to make it easier, so you can take that time to really engage with your contractors. Get to know them. They're there to see you. Let's be honest. They want that Trudi.
They're there because of you.
Yeah.
And for you.
Okay, so as long as you can wear my skirts, Anthony, you got to wear the skirt to go.
I don't give a shit. Anything for you.
You wear the skirt. I wouldn't make you wear the skirt. So no,
I'll make it look good. I'm not shaving my legs though.
Oh man, I can't believe Barry hasn't said anything about that right now. Where's he at? With Barry. So did I miss that?
He ain't said that in a while. He said last time he said something, he was playing with the dogs, keeping them away from.
Not the plants. Okay, so we got Gascott Tabitha here. I already said hi to Raj. We're gonna need Keith Pickens. Chris Berkner said he got us, so he'll help. Already said hi to Marty. So we got everybody who said hi, whoever made comments, but there's more people in here. Anyway, so we keep jumping around because that's what we do. So we kind of hit on the marketing, the Facebook ads, the event, which, like I said, if you have any suggestions or if you want to make a testimonial, send it to us and we'll make sure it gets on the website. If you guys have pictures that we don't have access to, that would be great. We could put them up there as well, because I didn't take one picture. I didn't go live. I didn't take one picture. I didn't take a video. Can you believe it?
That's unreal. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We're going to have to tap into her phone alone.
I think I was taking her phone away from her saying, go, go, go.
Yeah, I didn't. I was looking at my phone going, I didn't even do that. And me not being on my phone is something that's my husband. Anyway, so so I'm excited about this year coming up. We're, like I said, we're working on more intensive training, and that's going to be fun. So let me see, what else are we working on? We're working on.
So currently, also one thing I want to point out on the website, there's a really awesome section that we're currently building. It's called our educational section. We have videos that Trudi has posted that she finds very informative. We're going to be consistently updating that in the education section of the website. We also have a blog. These are insights to Trudi. These are some of the tips, some of the things that she's learned over the years. We'll also probably, from time to time, have guest blogs, get some more education out there from other people that you'll hear from during the event. That way, it's a place for you guys to go that's essentially a database. Hey, I forgot about this, or hey, what do I do to correct that? It's going to be an instant place where you can go and you can find that knowledge just right at your fingertips.
That's awesome. So
hey, Raj, you just need to get me a Comet P40, what you need to get me. I'll take the hat. I want the 40. P40 will work.
I had one stolen out of my warehouse.
What? And I didn't do it.
Oh no!
It was Shane. It's fine. It was my husband.
Oh.
But that new thing you
Little
showed,
5-finger.
we seen today,
Ready.
when you get that new toy in, when you get them 10 in, I am coming down. I am going to steal me one of those. I'm just giving you a heads up.
I swear. I'm going to lock the doors. Metal detectors as they go out. I'm going to teach my puppies how to smell for pressure washing equipment in your pockets.
But that's going to be a little big put in your pocket.
Yeah, well, I'm on your pockets. You're going to have big pockets.
Probably going to take me 2 trips to get it out of the warehouse. So,
I got 2 dogs. They'll get you coming and going.
hey,
Yeah, they'll lick you to death.
them dogs ain't going to bother me.
No, they won't. Ruger will bark at you and then hide behind me like I'm going to protect him. And then Bella will just jump up and will just lick you right in the face. Just get right in that mouth. She aims and she hits every time. Every time.
They got in the car with Tracy last year.
Somebody's going to take him home.
I said, y'all can't go with us.
Bella just gets in. She got in the Tesla too. She like I'll look outside and she's sitting on the back of a tailgate with a truck and 2 pressure washing guys are loving all over her. And I'm like, oh, there he is. He does. With the website, the education isn't going to stop at the event. So with the blogs and the videos, we're going to keep this education going throughout the year. Anything I find, I'm still, you guys know I have a new neck. It's a nice titanium neck. Look how beautiful that is. But so I'm not sure. I'm not released yet to do anything. My appointment is April 3rd. So I don't know. I probably won't be out all day washing, but I will still be doing the testing on any new equipment, any new chemicals, still doing the testing for the paint issues. I've got 2 chemicals that I want to try that you can downstream, so that's exciting. Hopefully one of those work because that would help us out. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going and educating and working. And I'm like I said, I'm down, but I'm not out. I'm gonna keep doing what I do best. My husband just can't get me out in the field while he's at the bar drinking with his buddy for lunch, and I'm out there washing courthouses. That ain't happening no more. So, I've got a story. It was like 100 degrees outside, and we were washing, and it was hot. And every time the homeowner came out, Shane was in the AC, and I was in there surface cleaning and working. And so at the end, we came out to get paid, and he comes out and he hands him a check. And then he hands him $50. He goes, "Now I want you to take her out to dinner because she deserved it because she was the only one doing any work out here."
Oh,
he did. But I mean, Shane is type 1 diabetic, and his sugar gets low, especially when it gets hot, and he's moving a lot because when it's that hot and you're moving, it takes more out of you. So not making fun of him. He's an awesome guy. He's an awesome provider. We built businesses together. And I'm just joking around. I wouldn't talk bad about him ever. He ended up having to cook for 3 months straight and do laundry, dishes, everything I did. And you know what? I think he appreciates me just a little bit more now. But,
you think so?
Yeah, I know. I was like, I can't swallow, and they got to check everything. And he goes, "They can't put you back in there. You can't have surgery again. I can't."
Oh no!
I'll make it work. If I stay on soup diet the whole time, I'll make it work. You won't have to cook ever again. But no, he did. He stepped up, and the whole Panhandle team stepped up. It was amazing. I still got the messages, and I tried to forward it on to the guys over there, and I tried to help as much as I could, from where I was at. I didn't miss my birthdays. I got up from surgery and wished the birthdays. I was still, I don't know what many medications. I hope I got the right people, but they went out. Sure. I try not to miss that. But the Panhandle team did an amazing job stepping up and taking care of everything and doing things that I usually do. And I know we've had some complaints that the goodies weren't very good or they didn't package them right or whatever. I know Zeus didn't get his cookies and Tracy didn't get her Skittles, but they did what was important. That the items got out. They made a couple mistakes, whatever. It's going to happen. When
growing pains.
Yes. So now I haven't been in the warehouse working since November, since the event. So 16th, 17th, I started being in a lot of pain, and it's been that long since. I mean, I walked in and they tell me to go home because they know I'll start lifting up stuff, and so they make me go home. But they've been able to handle it. I mean, I'm sure they've had hiccups here and there, but when you take the person that's in charge and over everything, then they take over. It's amazing, to be able to take over like that. And I have a great team behind me, and a great team with us at the event. So it's all about, I mean, technically Anthony's like a competitor, he's a washer too. I don't want to be around other washers. They take my stuff. You take my customers, aren't you? Is that what you're doing for it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what people
I'll join the job all the way down there for $600.
I know you would. Pick up the 40. So, no, I mean, just to have that support with fellow contractors and fellow vendors, that's what makes it happen. And we can't, like Anthony, we can't keep telling you guys enough that it's because of you guys that we're able to do what we're doing. I couldn't put on this event if it wasn't for you guys showing up and needing this. I'm not going to do it for me. I mean, I could go to Mexico for a week. I don't have to do it for me. I'm doing it for you, and I know these other contractors that are training and speaking are doing it for you too. So I know I've said like 5 times. I just can't reiterate that enough. That it's for them, and it's because of them it's happening.
Exactly.
So it's great. I mean, we met Anthony. You gave me our first event.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was amazing. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting that many people to show up.
That was a lot.
And then, and the people that come in to teach the classes and talk and stuff, and you find out they was doing it out of their goodness of their heart, and just coming from all over the place was what was so amazing, and they fit their own bill and pay their motel rooms and stuff, and they come in for, back then it was for people like me, still for people like me. I mean, I still get a lot out of it, even though I'm maybe in the Panhandle booth, I may be chasing Jared down, keeping him, beating up a firefighter chief or something, but I still get a lot out of it. And it's amazing that when we all come together, it's like we get on here and we talk crap on one another and everything, but when we get in one building, it's like one big happy family. And it was amazing to me to see the people and the people that turned out for it and everything. And I was hooked. I said, this is gonna be an every year thing. Yeah, I'm in. And then I just kept getting further and further in it, and now I'm in it so deep I can't get out.
I think we need to make him a security shirt.
No, I want a Panhandle. And you're gonna go down, half it up. We put Southern Surface Cleaner on it, and then we gotta have Dow Marketing on it somewhere.
We're gonna get him a NASCAR shirt where it's gonna bling him out.
Yeah.
And then have security, because you're the one that's gonna be whipping people out. No, we never had to remove anybody. Everybody is just
Not yet.
It doesn't matter if people have bad blood for whatever reason, and they show up, and I know when I'm just like, oh, we're watching, and it's just fine. Everybody just maintains professionalism, and it's whatever they got against each other shouldn't affect everybody else, and they know that. So that's awesome.
Yeah, don't bring it and keep your drama at home.
Yeah.
Don't bring it to no event.
It was drama free. Everyone was having a good time. And the thing I love to see the friendships that get created. I've been to the last 3 shows, and I see people bump into one another, and I'm like, they don't live in the same state, but they know each other. How did this happen? And then you get to know them, and you talk to them, and you're like, okay, you're friends because of this. And then now they become friends on Facebook, and it builds that sense of community once again.
Yes.
There's enough work out there for everybody.
There is, and Anthony gave us a job one time. I've gotten calls for jobs that are not in my area. if they were $2,000 or $2,500 job, would I drove to do it? Yeah, but if I had time and if I was busy, I'd still give it away. So on the slow, if we're slow and it's like a good job, but I'm not going to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours for $350 house wash. It doesn't make sense. So I will say, hey, who's in this area? Who's in this area? And then I'm like, here's the lead. Go get it. And we share like that. And I know I see that a lot. I wish I'd seen it more. I see a lot of negativity in the groups, and I don't know. It hurts my soul because I know both people, and I know they're good people, but they have something between them, and it hurts my soul because I know that they're amazing people and they could probably be the best of friends, but there's something that they won't let go of to make that happen. And life's too short to be angry and bitter and nasty, but that's why I'm like, when I see drama on Facebook, I don't get involved. I just scroll on by. And then if it's something for a newbie and they're asking a question and they're just getting nailed on, I will click on them. I'll send them a private message. I'm like, hey, I mentor people. I train people. If you have any questions, you can come to me. And I'm not going to do that in the groups and fuel the fire because that's what it does. Mm-hmm. If somebody's negative and people go after them,
then they're going to turn on you, and then that's going to cause 50 million people to get mad and run them slap out of the country.
So, everybody just needs to work together and be nice. It doesn't matter if they stole your yard sign 5 years ago. Get over it. People do stupid shit, and everybody grows up, and they change. And, maybe he was at a spot where he just had the worst day of his life and lost a job lost a job to you, and he's seeing your yard sign and then, oh, screw this guy and throw it away. It could be something simple like that. You don't know unless you discuss it. Hey, give him a call. Hey, excuse me. We had this one guy in the next city over use our wash company's Classic Touch, and one of our suppliers called us and said, hey, somebody's using your name in your area. And we're like, what? And they use Classic Touch Solutions as their name. So Classic Touch isn't a normal pressure washing name. It's just not like Hydroforce or whatever, anything to do with water. So we called them and said, hey, what's going on? And it ended up that, he didn't want to do anything. So we had a lawyer write a letter, cease and desist, and then he apologized and said he didn't know that anybody else had that name. I'm like, it comes up when you do a business license. Everybody from right there. Unless you don't have a license, and then that's not good either. So anyway, let's all be nice and work together and be a family, and that's how it is when we get together at the events. Yep. It doesn't matter. If we don't see each other for 3, 4, 5 years, we show up and it's like, gosh, it was just like yesterday I seen you, because we have that connection, and we keep that connection outside of, personal. It's like we do the Facebook and we text or whatever, or we call. We stay in contact and we have questions. If somebody calls me about a TPO roof, I call Anthony. Can you answer this guy? Somebody called me about a gas station. Hey, I know a guy, Anthony. And, I know he'll take the time to help mentor these guys. And that's what we need to do. It doesn't cost you anything to mentor them, but it means the world to them.
Yeah, I had a guy call me a couple of days ago, probably spent an hour on the phone with him. He was trying to get a contract for a gas company, and he told me a little bit about the people who was doing it, and I said, here's your deal. They're probably doing them for a little of nothing. So it's going to probably be hard for you to go in there at this number to start out with. We're probably going to have to lower that number down a little bit to get in there and show them, this is the work I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. Explain to them your process, how you're going to do it, everything. Acknowledge them on how your company works, and set this expectation to them that we're going to do this for X amount of time at this amount of price. And then after that, if you like my work, then we're going to go up to where it should be, where most industry standard reputable companies are at. And then, go from there. And he sent me a message today and said that he landed the job, he landed the contract. Got how many?
Good contract too.
Good. It was 13.
Yeah.
13 quarterlies or something like that.
A good job, yeah.
And but it was good, But that's what we do, and it's to better them, and that's what I do. I try to help as many people as I can, and I don't expect nothing in return, because I know I'm gonna get them to where they need to go, and then God's gonna see fit to take me where my company needs to be.
Yeah.
And it's all, to me, it's kingdom building, and that's what I told him. It's just more than pressure washing to me.
One thing I want to add on there, just because I see that we're getting close on time. I was going to do a giveaway, just so we want to push you guys to that website again. We want to make sure you're seeing this education. Anything to the first 10 people who register, you're going to be entered into a drawing to win a couple free bucket hats on creation. I'm going to pick 3 lucky winners out of the 10. And we'll go from there. So please, guys, you see that scrolling up at the top here, register today, Panhandle Expo. It's up.
Panhandle Expo. Let me register right quick.
Yeah. He's like, I want that hat. But it's up, it's live, it's ready for you guys. Please get in there, test drive it out. Let us know what you feel. We want to hear from you. This thing was made for you guys with Trudi's mind in mind here. She texts me morning and daily, hey, I got an idea for a blog. Can we throw this out here for a video? It's there. We're taking her mind and we're throwing it on the website that's accessible for y'all. So again, the first 10 people who sign up, you're going to be entered in to win a bucket hat. I'm going to be picking 3 winners. So we're active, we're seeing that, and we can't wait to see y'all there.
Awesome. I was going to say, Anthony, on what you told him about selling himself, I always tell people, sell yourself, explain your equipment, explain why you're going to be 5 cents a square foot higher. So I did a post on Nextdoor, and I said, give me a few minutes to quote you, and I will give you 20 years of knowledge and experience. So if you just give me 5 minutes of time to quote your house, then I can tell you 20 years worth of experience and knowledge that I can give you about washing. And it's what it is when you go to commercial. They're going to call everybody.
Yep.
But when you get there, you've got to sell yourself. You've got to tell them why they need to hire you. And as easy as some guys that we landed a huge job a few years ago because we showed up and Shane had the gas roof pump, walked out of the warehouse with it and put it on his truck. And he soft washed part of the roof with the chemical. And these people were blown away. It's like, you don't have to get on there with a ladder and high pressure. And the Shane's like, no, this is how we do it. And we ended up with, I think it was 74 units. And we had all the roofs, all the driveway, all the, they're like townhomes, kind of like at Sandestin, with the other venue, we had their little things together. But yeah, we landed that just to show them what our equipment, why they should hire us. Like, this is why you need us.
Yep.
And that's how you do to get it. And we'll be teaching that kind of stuff at the event. And hopefully this year I will have some great news on a downstreamable chemical to remove the mildew while we keep the paint safe. So I'm as soon as my doctor releases me, I'm going to be pulling out a pressure washer and be testing stuff. And you guys don't tell Shane.
That was 100 gas stations, 100 plus gas stations.
Yeah, I knew it was a big one.
Cleaning them quarterly.
Yeah, I knew it was a big one. By the time he gets done, he's going to have to go back and start from the next one. Yeah. That's going to keep him busy. That's good.
But yeah, everybody needs to go to panhandleexpo.com and get registered for the event.
So the giveaway, let's talk about the suppliers at the event. Have you Anthony, have you ever seen that many giveaways at any event ever?
I've
We
never
had
seen no giveaways hardly at any of
well,
them.
we had 4 machines, 2 hose reels, 2 surface
Bunch of
cleaners.
stuff.
It was Veloci. Was it Veloci? They emptied their whole booth and put it in bags. Like
They said,
They
bags,
did.
probably up to $800 in each bag. It was insane. I think we probably took an hour and a half giving that stuff away.
well, it was there a long time.
It was crazy. I can't believe, and people were just so happy. And if the guys that won it didn't need it, they gave it to somebody that did, because
Yep.
you know they
There's
could have
that
kept
community.
it, but and I haven't seen that beautiful Langley Panhandle surface cleaner. Whoever won that, I know who you are. We got you on camera. I haven't seen that thing in action. Oh no, he said he wasn't going to use it. They were going to hang it up at the shop.
Really?
Oh, okay.
He said it was too pretty. He said, we're going to hang this up at the shop. So the Panhandle, little three Panhandle surface cleaners hanging up somewhere in somebody's shop. So that's pretty awesome.
Oh, and then one other thing too, Trudi. Did
Yes.
you want to the VIP? Were we talking about that?
Yeah, that's another change that we're doing. So we've got a VIP we're working on. So it's a free training event. And we're going to, Lex is here. Hey, Lex and Tony. We're going to do a VIP, probably about, what did we say, about 20 to 30 people. We're still working on the numbers on what we're doing. And so you can purchase the VIP thing, and you'll be getting special things in your bag, and you'll be getting certain other things. But we're still working on the logistics, and that'll be added to the website as we go. So if they register and they decide they want to be a VIP, can we switch that, or do they have to like re-register?
They completely can register for free if they decide they want to be a VIP later. It's right under the leaf, that free ticket. It says VIP.
Okay.
Just go in, pay for your ticket, and bam, you'll get all the lovely benefits. You'll see the updates coming for that.
Yeah.
We have some stuff up there right now, but again, things are going to be evolving as we get sponsors on. The more sponsors we can get, the more benefits go back into the event and go back to those lovely
Yes.
contractors.
Because Panhandle doesn't make money off of this event. So, you know, I know the suppliers, they pay for a booth, and, you know, we have, who are the other people? My mind just, a few sponsors, there we go. I kept thinking suppliers, I already said that. The sponsors, you know, they come and they help. I know C3, they paid for half the shirts last year, so they, you know, they did that, and Host Company did the photo booth, and we had sponsors, and all that money goes back into the event. We don't take any money from the event itself. I mean, if you guys buy stuff, that's, you know, different.
Yeah.
But to run the event, we are going to need, you know, the sponsors, and this event's getting bigger and larger, and so we decided we'd do a VIP thing, and it's not going to be, you're not going to be paying $350 for this thing.
Nothing
it's not
crazy.
Nothing crazy. It's just going to help pay the bills so we can keep doing this. And, you know, everything's going up. Everything's going up in, you know, everything, cars, everything, electric, so everything, every year goes up, life just goes up. So we, you know, as everything goes up, we need to add more stuff so we can continue to offer this free training. And, Jerry C's already registered. Tony's already registered, too. So, you know, I know this year a lot of people didn't make it because the weather up north was beautiful. They had a few extra weeks of work, and I understand that, because we're here to help you guys make money and train you to do that. So if you can't come because of that, I appreciate and respect that. But there's a lot of stuff to learn at least. Even if you've been washing for 10, 15 years, there's still stuff to learn. So show up if you can. It's worth it. It's amazing. I don't think we have to cap off any of the tickets. Hold on. Jared said the more people that get involved, the better the event is. This is one event I wouldn't miss every year. It's clearly the only event with the contractors first. Yes,
Yep.
Because the contractors are putting it on. So, you know, I know we have a store, but the store gave me the platform to be able to do the event. If I was out there washing, there's no way I'd have the platform to be able to do this. So, for me, getting out of the truck, getting off the truck, and doing this, you know, Panhandle, to be able to do this event is awesome. So it's for you guys. and we're going to. I'm just reading a text from Anthony. You got to go.
That's work night.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, we're keeping it.
Sorry.
I mean, you can bounce off anytime. I mean, because you're talking. No, I'm kidding. No, we do got to go. I got puppies are here trying to get all my treats. But well, we'll do this again after we get the VIP thing. We'll have Alana come back on, and we'll go over all the changes and everything. And Anthony's got to go out and make that money. So
Time to get to work.
okay, so go ahead. Thank you guys for being.
I'll do 4 gas stations tonight, so y'all pray for us.
Oh, I will. It's not ice and cold, is it?
No, it's like 60 degrees, 70 degrees out here.
Jared said AC dropped some great knowledge last year too. It was great.
Yes, he did.
A lot about the DOT stuff that he had no idea about. Yeah, I'm learning stuff too. I just did a post about DOT and the chemical restrictions that you have to have under 1,000 pounds, which is 100 gallons. So things that I learned here, I put out there in post as well for other people that can't make it. But anyway, we got to go. Anthony's got to go work. He keeps looking at the clock over there. I see him. You got to watch on your hand. Don't wait to keep looking at the clock.
The clock ain't over there. That's the basketball game's on over there, Arizona.
Oh,
and Duke.
watch the basketball. Okay.
I just watched Alabama play while you was talking. She's getting her voice back, and she just takes over.
Well, this event excites me. I love it. I love educating people. Look, my cheeks are all rosy and everything. So, my voice is
smiled that long in a while.
I know. I'm ready. I love it. I just love doing this for people, and it's amazing. So, Hunter, thank you for joining us too. We'll see you next Thursday. But guys, thank you so much. And Alana, thank you for coming on. We'll get back on here with you in a couple months. Anthony, thank you for being my sidekick, and I'll be your sidekick. Just don't kick me in the side. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
No.